Hi, this is John Sanmez from Pluralsight, and welcome to the course on Java Fundamentals. This is part one of the Java Fundamentals course, and in this course we are going to be learning about that programming language called Java. So let's go over what we're going to cover in this course. Well, this course is basically meant to be an introduction to Java. And by introduction, what I mean is that it is both applicable to a beginning programmer, so someone who's really never programmed before. I'm going to teach you from the beginning some of these core programming concepts, but teach you them in Java, or just someone who's new to Java. And some of the concepts are going to be similar to what you've seen in other programming languages, but I'm going to show you how to do the things that you may already know how to do in Java. So really, either one of these categories is going to be able to benefit from this course. We're not going to go too much into the details or advanced Java, so even someone who is somewhat experienced with Java would probably be able to benefit in filling in some gaps and some understanding of the Java language, because Java is fairly big. Also, this is a two-part course, so this is the first part, and in this part we're going to really cover more of the basics, and then in the second part we're going to get into some of the more of the advanced stuff here. And really what we're going to cover in this course is the language. We're going to cover a little bit of some of the class libraries that are out there for doing mainly things like file IO, and a couple of the other areas where it's important to know just to be able to function in Java. But the basic goal of this course is to make it so that you would be able to program in Java and be productive using the Java language. Now, to really be a Java developer, or to really succeed as a Java developer, you'll have to learn a little bit more of the platform and some of the technologies. But by the end of this course, you should definitely be able to write some Java code and understand really the depth of the entire language. We're going to cover within the two parts really the whole Java language. And, Java is huge. We're not going to cover every single bit and every part of Java. And because Java is more than just a language, it's all these libraries, it's a lot of technologies, and this entire platform. We won't be able to cover that entire thing, but like I said, at the end of this course, you should be able to program in Java and really have a good grasp of the language. So here are some of the topics that we're going to cover in this course. The first thing that we're going to do is talk about Java in general. Just a brief introduction to what Java is, just some hello world programming to get us started and to really break the ice with Java. Then we're also going to talk about variables and operators, how to use the variables, declare variables, types, and what kind of operators are available in the Java programming language. We're going to go into classes. I'm going to show you how to construct some classes and objects and how to use them and how that is done inside Java. Then we're going to go into control statements. These are going to be if statements, loops, all these constructs that allow you to have conditional logic inside of your code. Then we're going to go into a little bit more of a complex topic of inheritance and composition. I'm going to show you how to do inheritance in Java and how it works, and then how to also do composition. And it's okay if you don't understand what these terms are now. We're going to cover these in these modules. And then finally, we're going to go into generics, which is basically a way in Java for you to be able to reuse a lot of your code to make it applicable to different types. And so this is really what we're going to cover in the first part. Like I said, the second part of the course, the second course, will actually cover some more advanced topics, and we'll get into things like doing file IO and threading and things that are a little bit more advanced.